Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Building a City in Minecraft. Now, you may be wondering, the music's a little creepier than usual. Also, I got a different face, It's usually Steve's, but now we got a skeleton. Well, it's Halloween. We gotta celebrate it somehow, right? And today's episode is, well, you guessed it, Halloween themed. And you probably already know what we're going to be building by reading the title. But before I talk about it, there's the plane I built off camera. I made a YouTube short on it, first time ever doing it, and just thought I'd try it out. Not saying I'll do it often, but thought I'd try it out. So, assuming you've read the title of the video, I'm going to guess you know what we're going to be building today, which is the firehouse from Ghostbusters. I'm really excited to show you guys how this came out. This is probably one of the best builds I've done in a while. I'm just really excited to show you guys. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and check out the rest of my videos. So as we get started, I grabbed some sandstone blocks, and keep in mind this is going to be a little bit faster than usual with the footage, because if I didn't speed it up more than I usually do, this video would be like 30 minutes long, and I don't want you guys to have to wait that long. I also do want to let you guys know, some of the footage was lost when I was building some of the facade, which is really annoying, but I want to get this video done so you guys got something cool to watch for Halloween. I mean, Halloween's probably my favorite holiday. If I really think about it, just time of the year, having haunted houses to go to, putting up the Halloween decorations. Halloween decorations seem so much cooler than Christmas decorations, if I'm gonna be honest. But besides the point, it's a fun time of the year, and I want to celebrate that by building the Ghostbusters firehouse. And yeah, I honestly, truly think this is probably one of the best builds I've done in a long time, and I just can't wait for you guys to see the finished result. As you can see, I'm just building up the facade a little bit, building up the base. It's a sandstone base with the red door, pretty much literally just a firehouse, but Ghostbusters, which, I mean, Ghostbusters firehouse, you kind of got that, but besides the point, has a lot of attributes of a fire, like a legit fire station, and I think it's interesting that they work with that, but it's cool. I had a really hard time with the sizing and scaling of this building, and I will say the scale might not be 100% accurate with the rest of the buildings, but for what came out of this build, I think it's fine. I'm willing to live with it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just adding some windows. And yeah, I think every detail in this building really stands out. And like I said, again, this is probably one of the best builds I've done, and I put a lot of detail in it. So I used a lot of slabs and a lot of stairs to create intricate shapes, and I think it turned out good. So now I'm kind of just getting an idea for the interior walls. They used like a green tile and white tile, so I kind of recreated that with the dark prismarine and quartz, and it works really well. I love the look of it. I just love the pattern, and I think it's perfect for what it is. And this is where we get the footage that was lost. It's really annoying. I have most of the facade complete, and just all that footage is gone. I think what happened was I was recording a lot of clips in one go, because I don't usually record for this long in one go, but that's what happened, and I mean, we just gotta go with it, And hey, maybe in the future I could build a Ghostbusters firehouse that's even better and show you guys the facade, but for now, that's what we got to work with. And again, I'm really sorry that the full exterior isn't on video, but there's nothing I can do, and this video needs to get done, so the show must go on. And now for the interior, I had a really hard time with it at first. I watched the movie before building this and paying attention to every room and looked up a lot of pictures, and I just really tried my best with it, and for what it is, it's good. Is it one-to-one identical? No, but just there's so much you can do, and I'm not the greatest at making interiors with what Minecraft gives or has to offer, so I kind of just went with it, As you saw there, I kind of was just mapping out some of the areas and the relaxing area. I don't really know what to call it. Lounge, there's the word. But yeah, for what it is, I think the interior works. And as you can see, with just the scaling of the building, the walls are really tall, and I don't like the big walls like that. To me, it just seems really unrealistic. It seems like every room is a ballroom, Then I go on and build the rest of the lounge, build a sofa with some arcade machines, and finishing off the staircase. And in the lost footage, I started some walls in the ground floor, the garage, and just again, I really am sorry that a lot of that footage was gone. I think the lesson is that don't build so much for one episode in one go, unless I know I have the footage. I kind of wanted to keep the Ghostbusters Firehouse all in one episode for you guys, so you wouldn't have to wait for an interior and exterior episode. But hey, we got something out of it, and I'm gonna go with it. So from now on, I'm gonna focus on just doing an exterior episode and an interior episode. But for future projects like this, I also thought about taking it off from the main city series and kind of having it standalone thing. You don't have to watch the rest of the city. I mean, honestly, for this video, you don't have to really watch the rest of it. You could, if you just want to see the Ghostbusters Firehouse, just watch this episode. But I would appreciate it if you would go watch the rest of my episodes. But yeah, as you can see, I got more of the interior done. Got the kitchen going, table, another sofa. It's kind of a little interview area, and as you can see, the pole is added. Very, very cool. I think it's cool that that's how the Ghostbusters get around the building, and just that's important, But yeah, also building this allowed me to see some of the paintings that this texture pack has to offer, and some of them are really cool. The next thing I try to work on is lighting, because I had a really hard time getting light in such a huge space, and I used a lot of mods in the past to do furniture, and there was always lamps and other stuff to use, and makes it easier to light things up. But the goal of this world is to use as much vanilla Minecraft as I can, So yeah, and now we're working on the garage floor. As you could see, there was some stuff built, but the interior wasn't finished, so we still got a lot to show. As you can see, I kind of came up with a little design with the tire, and then if you place an Ender Dragon head backwards, if you think about it, it looks like a battery to a car, and I think it's really clever, cool idea, You gotta use your imagination a little bit for these kind of builds. And if you want good detail, you gotta think outside of that box. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of trying to get the floor at a good level so then the lights could look good. And then just adding more blocks to the stairs so it looks like it could hold itself up. And we built the lockers in front of Ghostbusters. Just awesome. Like I've said, I love this build and I'm loving how it's turned out. Yeah, and now working on the reception desk, and then now we gotta build the office, you know? Where you like go in and be like, hey, I got this ghost problem. Can you maybe bust some room, you know? It's really cool stuff. And as you can see, I use the deep slate bricks that look good. And then I use a lot of the paintings as like a way to hide lighting. I think it definitely works in this scenario. I'm trying to get as much lighting as possible. You see me do a lot of the lanterns with the Ender Dragon eggs. I would do that more often, but just the Ender Dragon eggs count as entities, and if I place too many, the world could get laggy, and this world, I don't want it to be laggy. I want it to be nice, so yeah. Then I kind of mess with the garage door a little bit more, and then I decide, you know, why don't we just leave it open? It'll be cool to build the Ecto one driving out of it, so I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, now we're working on the third floor, just topping the ceiling, kind of getting where the floor is going to be. There is a big gap between the third floor and second floor. I mean, you could probably build some kind of secret base there, but I mean, I want it to make sense with the windows, so we're just gonna go with that. Again, scaling is so important when building a city, because you could build one giant building and then a tiny one right next to it, and it just makes no sense. And as you can see, this Ghostbusters firehouse is not to scale with the rest of what I built, but it's fine. Just, it's meant to stand out, so, because I mean, it's the freaking Ghostbusters firehouse, so it's standing out a little bit. But like, I feel like the windows would be tinier realistically, and the building would just be smaller realistically. But the scale works. I mean, the cars are to scale with it, so the cars have been a little bit bigger than they should have if I'm really talking about scale. But maybe I could work around the scale, maybe get some taller buildings in this area. This is already the tallest building in the city, which I can tell you now, that will soon change. Maybe next episode. How cool is that? Yeah, and here I'm just building a dark room. I didn't really have much ideas of how to make it be a dark room, so I just went with the flow of things. As you can see here, those blocks that are in my inventory bar, as you see there, that I used in the little lab area, those are from Education Edition. Now, you may consider it a mod, but technically it's still vanilla Minecraft. So I thought, you know what, why not we turn it on and take advantage of some of those blocks and make a lab out of it, you know? It also just adds so many cool opportunities for this world. Yeah, and now we just gotta finish off the basement, where you take the ghost traps and put them in and keep the ghosts in there. Very, very cool. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it after we add some more lighting. And like I've said, this video easily could have been like double this time, and this is already one of my longer episodes. So honestly, with the lost footage, this video will be shorter, so yeah. And now, as we cut, here's is the beautiful Ecto 1 outside of the building. This is designed by NewMCFreedom. His tutorial video will be in the description. But yeah, it looks awesome outside of the firehouse. And just, you gotta add the sign to the Ghostbusters firehouse, you know? And I'm thinking maybe in the future I could get some maps and do like pixel art for it. But for now, we're just going to do something very basic. And again, just rewatching this footage makes me really wish there was more footage of me building the exterior of it. But unfortunately, that's just non-existent, and there's nothing I could really do about it. So we gotta keep going and work with what we got, you know? And I don't know why I struggled so much with coming up with the sign for the front. I do way too much, but oh well, just bear with me. That's the best way I can put things. And honestly, that describes this whole episode. Just bear with me. And like I said, I'm going to say this again and again. It sucks that the footage is gone, but I need a video to get published soon because this is the longest gap I've had between videos, and I need to get posting. We need to get this series going. We need to get my other series, Jurassic World, going, and we need to get big because I plan on being a great YouTuber someday, and we gotta start here. And yeah, and those who are watching right now are at the very beginning of my journey, and I appreciate you guys here watching this video, and trust me, every view, every like, every subscription will help reach my goals. And yeah, so this is the interior. I think it works for what it is. Because of how I built it, the interior walls are really big, but it works. Don't know how I left that there, but we got the pool table, we got interview area, the table where they're sitting right next to, and then it's like we got one, and then they go down the pole, you know. And then we got the bathroom over here, and the bedrooms. Got 4 bedrooms, and I'm realizing now as I watch this video, that room is based off when it was just the 4 Ghostbusters, Vecman, Spankler, and all of them. And I didn't use the room that was based off when there were 5, so that's my fault. Yeah, here's Spangler's lab, and then back here in the movie is supposed to be a kitchen, but I kind of did that on the 2nd floor in the little break area, and I felt it was pointless. But yeah, as we go down the pole like the Ghostbusters and take a look around and listen, we gotta do it again. It's just so cool. And if I could learn how to land, we gotta do this again. You know, it's just so cool. We got one and then just jump right down, you know? And yeah, it's just, I love it. It's awesome, and just, I'm a nerd when it comes to these types of things. So I will be building a lot of things from movies in this world. I could guarantee that. But yeah, that's all for this episode though. And again, this footage was a lot, and if I did it just like every other video, this would be like 40 minutes long, but you don't need to be watching this for 40 minutes. You need to be getting ready for Halloween. So I hope you guys enjoy and have a happy Halloween.